காய்ஸ் சில பேர் நீங்கள்லாம் வந்து உங்களோட வீடியோ வந்து மிரம் ஐ கேமரான்னு பண்ணி வச்சுருக்கீங்க. ஸோ அதை ஆஃப் பண்ணாதான் உங்களோட கமிட்டி வந்து ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டாக கமிட்டின்னு எங்களுக்கு தெரியும்லாம், இல்லைன்னா திருப்பாலிவா தெரியும். ஸோ அதை மட்டும் மாற்றிக்கோங்களேன்.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Our event will begin shortly. While you wait, you can browse through the Secretariat Sukarelawan India's social media channels to stay up to date on upcoming events and other important news. The link are now available in the chat box. Do have a look at it and make sure to follow us. The following housekeeping rules must always be adhered to throughout the session in order to guarantee the event runs without a hitch. Throughout the duration of our speakers' presentations, kindly make sure your microphone is off. If you wish to ask any questions to the speakers, you may shoot your dots in the Padlet platform using the link that will be provided later. Your questions will be answered by our speaker during the Q&A session. Additionally, it is advised that you turn on your camera. Thank you. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Our event will begin shortly. While you await, you can browse through the Secretariat Sukarelawan India's social media channels to stay up to date on upcoming events and other important news. The link are now available in the chat box. Do have a look at it and make sure to follow us. The following housekeeping rules must always be adhered to throughout the session in order to guarantee the event runs without a hitch. Throughout the duration of our speaker's presentation, kindly make sure your microphone is off. If you wish to ask any questions to the speaker, you may shoot your doubts in the Padlet platform using the link that we provided later. Your questions will be answered by our speaker during the Q&A session. It is advised that you turn on your camera. In addition to this, please show your presence and support by interacting with us throughout the session by utilizing the chat box or the reaction further below. Not forgetting another important announcement, please do not convey any inappropriate comments in the chat box. We appreciate your cooperation. To all the participants, as we are about to begin, here are a few announcements and reminders for you guys to take note. Firstly, please ensure that your microphone is muted throughout the session. If you wish to ask any questions to the speakers, you may shoot your doubts in the Padlet platform using the link that will be provided later. Your questions will be answered by our speaker during the Q&A session. Secondly, please sign up for your attendance using the QR code or the Google form that will be provided at the end of the event. So please do remain in the WebEx throughout the program. Also, if you have left the event accidentally, you are allowed to join the event again by using the same link provided before this. Thank you for your kind cooperation. A very good evening to Ms. Kausalya Sinaduri, the President of Secretariat Sukarelawan India, Ms. Kiranisha, the Project Director of Voice of Animals 4.0, our guest speaker, Ms. Balkis Fakeha binti Razak, and not forgetting our beloved participants who are here with us today. Greetings, everyone. I am Katerina Amita Alexander, your MC for the talk tonight. Before we begin, does anyone here have any idea of what Voice of Animals 4.0 is about? Jang, jang, jang. Participant seems to be very quiet. Anyone willing to answer the questions? What is about Voice of Animals 4.0? Anyone? Yes, I can see in the chat box, animal welfare. Yes, you have roughly guessed what it is about. As this event consists of three individual phases, which are Fairy Frenzy, which is fundraising activities, Claws of the Paws program, which is volunteering activities, and today's talk, which is a discussion about the history of cats of Minden and its goals together with the rising issue of animal abuse, organized by our one and only Secretariat Sukarelawan India, University Science Malaysia. It is certain that our event today will surely enhance your knowledge regarding animal abuse. This talk. Before moving on to the next part, let's put our hands together to welcome the project director of Voice of Animals 4.0, Ms. Kiran Nisha, to say a few words. Please welcome.
Thank you, MC. A very good evening to the President of Secretariat Sukarela India, Ms. Kausalya Sinadure, our Honorable Speaker of today, Ms. Balkis Fakia, and all the participants, my committee members as well. I'm the Project Director of Voice of Animals 4.0. So for your information, Voice of Animals 4.0 consists of three phases, which the MC said just now. First phase is about the talk, which is today. It enhances about the animal abuse and also the founding of Cats of Minden. The second phase will be about fundraising, where we raise funds and use the funds to help animal shelters with animals' needs. And the third phase will be about a cleanup at the animal shelters. So we basically go to the animal shelter, we just offer cleanups and some help too. And what's the most special thing about all of this is we do it in a way which is volunteering. So this is 100% volunteer work, which is under Secretariat Sukarela India. And I hope everyone can contribute so that we can save animals and help them preserve and conserve their shelters together. Thank you. I'll pass it back to the MC.
Thank you, Ms. Kiranisha. Next, let's welcome the President of Secretariat, Ms.
Hi guys, am I audible? Yeah, okay. All right. A very good evening to Miss Kirunisha, the Project Director of Voice of Animals 4.0, and our guest speaker of the day, Miss Balkis Fakiha binti Raza. Sorry, I'm quite nervous. All our Voice of Animals 4.0 crew members and our beloved participants who are here with us today. So I am Kausalya Sinadare, a third-year student from School of Computer Sciences, the president of Secretariat Sukarela India, also known as SSI. So SSI is a USM student-based organization that focuses on conducting exciting events which concentrates on helping the community around us, strongly emphasizing on volunteerism throughout the events we conduct. So first and foremost, let me express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of the participants who has taken their time to be here today. Your presence is a testament to your commitment to making a difference in the lives of voiceless creatures that share our planet. Also, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the incredible team and volunteers of Secretariat Sukarela India and also the Voice of Animals committee who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event possible. From meticulous planning to seamless execution, your passion and dedication have shown through every step of the way. So today marks a special occasion as we gather for our fourth edition of Voice of Animals Phase 1, that is this talk session with our wonderful speaker today, Ms. Balkis. This event is not just an ordinary talk, it is a collective voice raised for the voiceless, a testament to our unwavering commitment to animal welfare. So we as volunteers understand that the profound impact of our actions can have on the well-being of our fellow voiceless beings. So the Voice of Animals 4.0 serves as a platform to amplify the impact. So once again, thank you for being a part of Voice of Animals 4.0. Your presence here is a powerful statement that together we can be a change that we wish to see in the world. Let us embrace the responsibility that comes with our shared passion for animal welfare and work towards creating a world where every voice is heard and every life is valued. Thank you, and let voices of animals resonate in our hearts and actions today and beyond. So thank you. That is all for my speech. I will pass it back to the MC.
Thank you, Ms. Kausalya. Now, let's step into the first segment of the talk. We will be discussing Minden, issue of animal abuse. What are cats of Minden? Is this talk about cats? Don't worry, all of your questions will be answered by our speaker during this talk. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today is a dedicated postgraduate student from School of English Languages and Strategic Planning. For your information, she is the legendary founder of Cats of Minden, an uncaped hero for our Minden cats. Such a great person, right? You must be wondering who this kind soul might be. It is none other than Ms. Bakis Fakeha binti Rajab, our speaker of the day. Welcome to the Voice of Animals 4.0. Please introduce yourself, Miss.
Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Bakis Fakiha. I'm from School of Management. Right now as I'm a postgraduate student, continue my master studies. Recently I was graduating for my degree from School of Humanities. And also I also a volunteer at Minden 11-800, and I in charge for taking care of the cats here. And thank you so much for inviting me and tonight.
Balkis today with us today. So now, Ms. Balkis, let us begin our first segment of our talk, which will be about the history of cats of Minden. If you have any questions regarding discussion in this segment, feel free to share your doubts through the Padlet platform using the link provided in the chat box. Shall we begin with the segment, Miss?
Yes, sure, let's go.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. So, Ms. Balkis, what was the main purpose of founding the Cats of Minden, and how were you able to achieve it? Could you also share with us the obstacles that you faced along it?
So Cats of Minden was created after we had three cats, Putih, Bubu, and Labu. They've got a lot of fans among you guys, USM students, and we were asked to create a special Instagram account for them. So in 10 months, the Instagram account has reached 2,000 followers. Thank you guys. And in 1 year, we have been taking care of 12 cats, which are Putih, Bubu, Labu, Jojo, Coco, Kiki, what else? Oyen, Mimi, Totem, Mochi, Bobby, Luffy, and Gosong. So the goals of Cats of Minden at Minden 11-800 is to provide stray cats with a loving and safe home while applying the therapeutic advantage of cats' emotional support, or we call it cat therapy. We were told that USM is the first university in Malaysia that provides cat therapy for students, so we are proud of that. And we also have a team of dedicated students or volunteers here who work together with Minden staff to create an environment that meet the emotional and physical needs for our cats to achieve this our ambition here. So there always be challenges, right? So the first one is to raise money to take care of the cats, and maintaining the awareness campaign was also necessary to get the support and also increase the public understanding of the benefits of cat of therapy while dealing with the many surprising challenges met by our cats here. They're so naughty, and also organizing displays for both people and also cats create practical challenges that also required our imagination as well as flexibility. And we overcome these obstacles together because we are very committed taking care of cats. So cats are Minden strengths, our kekuatan, right? We came from the same determinations of people who of being flexible, and we're not giving up, and we have like common goal of making our university a safe place for cats, and also we're supporting mental health for students and staff. Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. It was so interesting, and I found the name of the cats sound so interesting too. And dear participants, do not forget to follow those cats on Instagram. That's interesting, Ms. Balkis. There's something new to me, and I hope everyone here has an idea about what is Cats of Minden is about after our speaker's explanation. Moving on to the next question. Ms. Balkis, be it in the past or present, could you share to us about the condition of the cats that you encounter when you rescued them?
So so every interaction in the process of rescuing, menyelamatkan kucing, right, menimbulkan pelbagai emosi kepada saya dan juga rakan-rakan saya sini. So many cats here that we have saved menghadapi pelbagai masalah currently defined by malnutrition and also lack of attention and health issues. And some were abandoned and forced to survive on their own in a dangerous place. So it is always heartbreaking to see them in their most vulnerable and weak stage. So we have been like taking care of cats here. Each of them have their own difficulties before they came here. Like uh, Tok Tam, she was come here like I think late March. She was found by our previous VC, the Prof. Dr. Afiq. Um, she was very sick when come here. Actually, she have to like quarantine for 1 month before we show her to the students and the public. And Tok Tam memang ada banyak masalah seperti perut kembung, banyak kutu, badan dia sangat kotor sehingga saya perlu mandikan dia berkali-kali dan juga ada bau busuk dan dia juga ada masalah gigi juga. So we have to send her to the clinic like berkali-kali. And I think like about maybe 2 months, I think Tok Tam dah okay. And the second cat is also rescued by Prof. Rafiq. His name is Luffy. Luffy came here like around 20, I think I remember, 28 August. And then Luffy dia ada masalah dekat leher dia, ada lubang. I think I'm not sure because I asked the doctor what's wrong with his neck, right? The doctor said not sure, but maybe he was digigit oleh something like digigit oleh kucing yang lebih besar daripada dia sehingga dia ada muncul nanah di sini dan nanah itu dia tidak akan hilang. Sampailah I think it takes 3 months to Luffy jadi sembuh sepenuhnya. And then right now Luffy is a healthy boy and now is very active. He's a best friend with Bobby, and also is waiting for second vaccination, and we're so excited for Luffy futures lah because I want him to become like second Oyen right now. Oyen or Abeng. Abeng is a very big boy here. And so yeah, like others like Pute or Bubu, since people don't want to take care of them since babies. And for Labu is the stray cats roaming around campus, right? He just walked in to Minden 11800 and we were like, oh, you're now our cats here. And yeah, Labu story is very funny, and also the Jojo is found near Minden, and Oyen or Abeng found under engine student's car, and Coco and Kiki kita jumpa dekat masjid, dibuang dekat masjid. So Mimi is abandoned in front of Minden. White Tok Tam also found at masjid, and Luffy dia dijumpai oleh Prof Rafiq dekat dengan longkang. It was a very Luffy memang sangat menyedihkan lah masa itu. So he made me cry at the time. And also Gosong, the latest one is we found by student near HPP school. So over time we have seen them heal and physically and emotionally turning into a lovely and affection friends. So we are very happy for their growth since they came here, because honestly me and my friends, the other volunteers, sincerely taking care of them without getting any benefits, like we don't get money, or like my CST, we just like we love cats and we want to take care of them. That's all.
Thank you so much, Miss Balkis. To be honest, both Tom Tom and Luffy look so healthy and cute now. And to be honest, I'm quite touched during all these of our fairy pals. I think from today, you became our uncaped hero too, Miss Balkis. Thank you for the brief explanation, Miss. Miss Balkis, moving on to the next question. What are some of the challenges that you face in your work to create a safe space for cats, and how do you overcome them?
So in our journey with Cats of Minden, our collective mission is to provide a second home for stray cats and promote cat therapy among university students that has been both rewarding and challenging. I think the first challenge is like is to promote understanding and support for benefits for the benefits of cat therapy, apa kelebihan cat therapy kepada student, because like not all love cats, right? So like some people yang datang ke Minden 11800, diorang complain that this place tak perlu pun kucing sebenarnya. So the presence of the cats for them only causes them to be distracted from doing their work, and with the smell of the cats, for those who are not used to seeing or living the cats, they even complain in USM convention. So yeah, that's one of the challenges. So another challenge is like the lack of funds to finance needs for our cats, such like foods and cat litter, and take our cats to the clinic for health purposes, like search for vaccination, nurturing, or emergency cases. And as for now, Minden's cats of Minden are still facing financial constraints for their monthly expenses. Like sebulan kita pernah mencapai 1,000 lebih, and that's quite a lot for us. And unfortunately, due to this, we are unable to accept new cats because it takes a lot of money and also a lot of work. We also short of volunteer support, and also lack of space, tak cukup ruang, and also untuk jaga kesihatan dan juga kesihatan kucing-kucing sekarang. So sometimes we will like use our own money to pay for insufficient costs. Many people believe that owning a cat doesn't require much money, right? So for this reason, some of them tinggalkan kucing dekat tempat Nini, and discuss us to experience many problems while taking care of these cats. And the other problem is like to design this area that satisfy the preference of the students as well as the cats. Like where should we put the litter box, and how many of them which full of needs of the cats, and how much cost to wash your items that are affected by cat urine. All of this should be considered to create a comfortable space for humans and cats. And Alhamdulillah, we have many kind and patient volunteers that are helping to solve those problems. There are also donations from you guys, USM students, lecturers, staff, and also the public for helping us maintain and taking care of the cats at this place. For example, the expenses for nurturing for Putih Kate, almost 1,000 ringgit. since she was quite aggressive and her wound was always open until she had to stay at the clinic for 1 month. And alhamdulillah, there's one kind lecturer from SOM who pays for the expenses. She also pay like a lot for our cats, for cats expenses. So thank you so much. Very grateful for that. And also the other in October, we also received some bags of cat litter, a few cans of cat food, and also 3 big bags of kibbles from Uscience. Thank you so much. And despite all of those challenges, I think our commitment to provide a place to call a place for stray cats and providing mental health support for the students tetap sama. So ensuring the cats of Minden grows as a space that not only save and support stray cats, but also promote the well-being of our student community is not easy. But everything is with the dedication of Minden's volunteers and of course, all of your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Balkis. There was such an eye-opener. I think those were some rigid steps that you took. How passionate of you, Ms. Balkis. But Ms. Balkis, I think I'm going to ask few questions to my participants. So since participants are so quiet and listening to your talk, dear participants, so have you rescued any cats before, like how Ms. Balkis shared to us? Anyone have any experience before? You can share to me. You can unmute your mics and also speak, or even drop your answer in your chat box. Jeng, jeng, jeng. Participants are so quiet. That's good.
I see something in the chat box about
Okay. Only puppies. 3 cats. Yes, puppies as well. So anyone? Yes, how? Okay, see. Our project director has dropped something in the chat box. Chicken also got adopted. Wow, interesting. Lao. Yes, my family find a pregnant cat and we decided to save them. That's very interesting. So Lao, can you please share with us like more how was the experience like that period of time? Can you share with us? How do you handle that particular cats? Because since that the cat is pregnant, there must be few ways, right, to handle pregnant cat. 2 cats and a dog. Rescued a cat from my dog. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so glad that participants are so interactive. Someone does cockroach and lizard counts? Yeah, maybe yes. Tarini, you guys are so funny and that sounds so good. Okay, thank you so much, dear participants. Be like this always throughout the section. And Ms. Balkis, thank you for your patience. Okay. Ms. Balkis, let us move on to the next questions. What advice will you give to someone who wants to get involved in creating safe spaces for cats in university environments?
Okay, so for creating a safe space for our feline friends in our university environments requires a lot of effort, right? So I think my advice is like begin by understanding the special needs and challenges that faced by these cats inside our university campus. Like a lot of them are trying to find a comfortable place to place and safety. I think I found so many stray cats inside our campus. I think you guys also found some uh, inside at the masjid, also at the Desa Siswa. There's so many cats, and also the cafe. So, for example, our previous cats at Minden 11800, Coco and Kiki, along with their sister, there's three cats were abandoned at the masjid early this year. They were abandoned inside a cage, and unfortunately, their sister, one cat, terlepas daripada apa orang kata sangkar tu, and then dia digigit oleh anjing, and benda tu menakutkan Coco and Kiki. They were very scared, and alhamdulillah that time there's a very kind person yang ambil kucing tu, and then mereka hantar Coco and Kiki ke tempat kami untuk dijaga. Even now, there are still apa tu orang kata orang yang tidak bertanggungjawab meninggalkan kucing mereka dekat campus, and they think that campus is a safe place for them without knowing that they are also apa orang kata bahaya dalam campus ni, macam anjing. There's also dogs roaming, the stray dogs. I think from outside they're coming inside the campus, and banyak juga kucing-kucing jalanan dan campus ni digigit oleh anjing. So it's quite sad. And also there's also one of our cats, Bubu, become orang kata jadi mangsa. And also, another advice is like to form a community among students, among you guys who share a love for cats and work together to create a space that prioritizes their well-being. Bring a bit food or wet food for kibbles whenever you go out to the classes or anything. You may find some stray cats on campus, and also raise awareness about the importance of creating a harmonious environment for these cats. And remember that each of safe space that you create contributes to a brighter and more compassionate future for our cats, where they are valued and protected by us.
Thank you so much, Miss Balkis. Miss Balkis, I have a question. Like personally, Miss Balkis, let's say we found a cat in our home or anywhere. Like how to create a safe space for them? Like how to bring them, how to control them? Yes. So in the house especially.
At first, like you have to put them inside contoh sangkar. If you have sangkar, put them inside, or anything yang tempat jauh daripada manusia, or if you have dah ada kucing dekat rumah kan, asingkan mereka daripada kucing-kucing tu, takut mereka kena apa orang kata kutu atau jangkitan kuman apa semua. And so you have to like bersihkan mereka, cek telinga, cek perut dia kembung ke tak, and kalau perlu hantar dia ke klinik untuk further orang kata bagi doktor check apa masalah kucing tu. And then you can like Google what kind of food kitten boleh makan or adult cat boleh makan. There's so many things to consider untuk jaga kucing. And to get a safe space also give a like litter box. Contohnya kalau you have like one cat only, like so one litter box is enough. But like contoh like our place, we have like I think we have 10 cats here. We have to provide like 3 or 4 big litter box for them so they can poop dengan selesa.
Thank you, Miss Balkis. I'm definitely going to do this in my house later. But Miss Balkis, I have another question too. Cats, they will eat their food like biscuits and all that, right? Is there any particular brand of food that's very good for cats? Like this is the brand that very good, which is very healthy for cats, especially any brand that you know?
For me, there's only one brand that comes inside my mind, which is Royal Canin. That one's very expensive, but every time I give that to Minden's cat, they are very like they're so excited. Like makanan mahal, right? I think that one's very delicious. But right now, our kids they like Snappy Tom. Also a good brand, and I think that I've give Snappy Tom to also including stray cats, and they also love that. So yeah, that's one also a good brand. But Whiskas also good. Is quite orang kata murah sikit daripada Snappy Tom and Royal Canin. And also don't give cats kibbles yang ada pewarna. It's better to give them like I think kibbles yang orang kata tak ada pewarna yang ada warna-warni apa semua itu. I think you can Google that. That one is not good for cats because dia boleh merosakkan perut atau buah pinggang diorang.
That is great, Miss Balkis. Miss Balkis, if let's say the cat is injured and we are about to help the cat to rescue, is there any like disease or anything that spread to humans while they help the cat due to the blood or anything like that? Is there like such thing like that?
I think yes, but I've never encountered jumpa penyakit kucing tu berpindah kepada manusia. And I also still studying about that. I don't have much knowledge about that. But I heard that apa orang kata there's apabila kucing tu bersin, and then manusia yang mungkin ada low immune mungkin akan boleh berjangkit juga. But it's not like a serious one, I think. That's all.
I hear you, Miss Balkis. Miss Balkis, let's say what about the sorry, Miss Balkis, I have a lot of questions to ask you.
Okay.
Uh, just hang on with me, Miss Balkis. Okay, Miss Balkis, regarding the vaccination, like what kind of vaccinations is needed to for a stray cats that has been rescued, or even a normal cat, which is a healthy cat, maybe? Like what kind of vaccination is needed for that?
What kind of in my experience, all of our cats since they're kittens, they're baby, maybe after 1 month or after they reach 1 kilogram, they can get vaccine. For kitten, they can get 3 vaccine. While adult cat, which 6 months above, they only can get twice vaccinations. And after they complete the vaccination, they can get the vaccine once per month only. And also vaccine is very important. So orang kata boleh tingkatkan kekuatan imun dalam badan diorang supaya diorang tak mudah sakit. And kalau sakit pun it's not a serious one, right? Yeah, and I encourage everyone like to get vaccine for their cats. It's a very good for them. And also it's quite pricey, I think. Like for our cats, we send them to, for example, to kitty cat clinic or Neko Inu clinic. There are good clinic, and there's also the close one here, Grace veterinary clinic. That one also good. Yeah, like for one vaccine, it costs like 40 ringgit. Yeah, 40 ringgit is quite expensive, I think. But maybe, yeah, that's the cost to take care of the cats.
RM40 is expensive for me, Miss Balkis. I'm so sorry, Miss Balkis. Okay, so um, Dear participants, do you have any questions to ask Ms. Balkis regarding this topic? Since the participants are so quiet, you all can react the love shape, anything. You also can drop your questions in the chat box. We have a question here from Ms. Balkis. Is there any way we can nurse the cat back to good health at home?
There any way in nurse? What did apa maksud nurse here? Like to take care of the cats? I think it's memakan masa. Like certain cats, in our experience, like Luffy, it takes like 3 months to get 100% sehat. And then there's like a cat macam Tok Tams ambil masa sebulan. And also there's like Coco and Kiki, I think. Kiki dia ada sakit like feline coronavirus. It's quite dangerous and dia memang selalu kena quarantine. That's one also like took time untuk dia sembuh sepenuhnya. And also Putih, no. There's so many cats I have to remember. Oh, and also Gosong dia tak ambil masa yang banyak untuk sembuh. Dia tak banyak penyakit and also yeah. Okay. That's all.
Shashmita, I hope you got the answer. Thank you, Ms. Balkis. Ms. Balkis, I'm not going to leave you. There are still questions participants are asking in the chat box. And here we go. Naresh Kumar, he asked, I heard that if the kitten didn't manage to get their mother's milk, they will have lower chances of survival. It is true?
Yeah, there's a lower chance for them to survive. But if you just like proper milk you can give to the kittens, like a goat milk, that one is also good. But don't give them like cow milk because that one is not good for their stomach. And I think diorang boleh survive, mungkin ambil masa yang lama, and then you have to take care of the kittens properly, follow the guide. You can follow apa orang kata nasihat daripada doktor dekat klinik. You can go to clinic asking them apa yang anak kucing itu perlu untuk dia survive tanpa orang kata susu ibu.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. And I hope, Naresh, you got your answer. So, thank you to participants for your engaging with us. And thank you, Ms. Balkis, for these wonderful insights of Cats of Minden and some great alignments too.
Oh wait,
Yes.
what's the question? Is it pet to
Ms.
receive?
Balkis.
Sorry, I was having a technical.
No, it's okay, Ms. Balkis. Ms. Balkis, I have another question.
Okay.
Sorry, Ms. Balkis. What's keep you going on to keep like treating cats and saving them despite the high cost?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yes, sure, Ms. Balkis. What's keep you going on to keep treating the cats and feeding and saving them despite the high cost?
Because for me, like cats is like a very pure creation. They cannot speak for themselves. So it's barely for, I mean like tak banyak orang yang orang kata belas kasihan yang tinggi terhadap kucing. Dia orang tak tahu kucing tu perlukan apa. And then sometimes ada kucing, apa orang kata, disepak, apa, dibuang. And then bayangkan kucing tu dibuang and they at a very strange place. So imagine that make me so sad. So I determined to helping them because I don't want them to live a horrible life and I want to give the best for them to untuk dia orang hidup dengan selesa seadanya.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis, for the wonderful insights of Cats of Minden and some great awareness too. So before we continue to the segment 2, let's all take a 5-minute break. Participants are required to stay in the WebEx throughout the break. Stay tuned while you guys on a break. If you would like to support animal shelters, please donate to the QR shown on the screen and kindly upload the screenshot of your successful transfer through the Google form and send it or in the chat box. Your contribution is much appreciated. We will wait for a while for our transactions now, and for those who would like to donate later, you can take a picture of the bank details. Welcome back to the second segment of the founding of Cats of Minden and animal abuse. Thank you to those who kind-heartedly donated to the animal shelters. Your contribution is much appreciated. Now, I hope everyone is feeling refreshed after the short break. So without further ado, shall we continue to the second segment of the talk? Shall we continue, dear participants? Thank you so much, everyone, for your response. So in this segment, we will be discussing the rising issue of animal abuse. Again, if you have any questions regarding the discussion in this segment, feel free to share your doubts through the Padlet platform using the link provided in the chat box. Hi, Ms. Bakis. Welcome back to the second segment. So, Ms. Bakis, what are some of the most common form of animal abuse that you have encountered in your work?
So common forms are like in my experience, advocating for the welfare of cats. I have watched, like I've witnessed various terrible forms of animal abuse, such as neglect and physical abuse and abandonment. Like neglect, for first, neglect causes the animals, cats or dogs, to lack proper food, water, shelter, and medical care, leading them to having a major health issue. So the second one is intentional physical abuse, which the bad responsible people, they have intention to harm the animals, such as beating or kicking them, to neglecting injuries that require medical attention. And also the third one is abandonment, like is pengabaian, is an act of leaving animals defenseless and struggle on their own at a strange place. And also another form of abuse that I have never witnessed, but we should oppose, is illegal breeding. Illegal breeding practice is including kitten meals, prioritize profit over the welfare of these creatures, leading the cats or dogs to health problems and overcrowded conditions. And that's why I oppose illegal breeding, because it's harm the animals. They don't know what happened, but the bad people, they keep, like, breeding, and become, at the place it become overcrowded. And at some point that there's also like pihak berkuasa datang untuk orang kata cek tempat tu, and then mereka tinggalkan tempat tu, meninggalkan haiwan-haiwan yang mereka breed bersendirian tanpa makanan, minuman apa semua, hingga ada yang kata meninggal. That's also quite sad. It still happen even until today. And witnessing and knowing this kind of form still exists, it's orang kata menambah rasa, orang kata, empathy, and menguatkan my dedication to be a voice for these wilderness animals. So it emphasized that there's urgent needs for comprehensive advocacy, and also education and stronger legal safeguards to protect them, and also improve the lives of our animals, and to ensure that this world is safe for them.
Thank you, Ms. Bakis. Ms. Bakis, I have a question for you. In your personal experience, Ms. Bakis, have you ever seen people abusing cats in front of you?
Yes, I have witnessed, like saya banyak juga melihat dari kecil hinggalah sekarang. Saya tak faham kenapa mereka pukul kucing, kenapa mereka sepak anjing. I don't know why, because the animals, they don't have, orang kata, akal. Diorang tak dapat berfikir, then they just only have nafsu. They don't know benda yang mereka buat itu adalah salah. But we can teach them in a proper way without, orang kata, pukul mereka, orang kata, dengan memukul mereka akan berdisiplin. No, it's not. is harm them and akan menyebabkan haiwan-haiwan tu akan mengalami masalah emotional, physical and emotional problem for them.
Miss Balkis, like seems like Miss Balkis were telling they abuse the cats and dogs and all that, right? So how do you feel that time when you saw all that things happening in front of you? Like, what do you like to say to the people who abuse the cats and dogs?
I feel I was helpless as for example, since I was kid, I was helpless as I witnessed them kena pukul apa semua and I want to save them, but I don't have much money and also power to treat them. I just could, saya hanya boleh buat apa yang mampu saja. And also, there's once I found a stray cat at orang kata kedai makan. It's a kitten actually. There's two kittens. It's quite sad when I saw them. I want to bring them to the clinic, but the nearest clinic, I'm from Sarawak, and the nearest clinic was an hour and 30 minutes away from the place. So it's quite far, and I don't have much money to bring them. So I just like give them a bit food and water. That's all I can do. So it's for me, I was like, oh God, give me apa orang kata peluang untuk saya menyelamatkan banyak kucing-kucing terbiar, apa orang kata haiwan-haiwan terbiar. What else? I also see people throw pets. I saw people throw puppies into longkang. I don't know why, because I ran to the longkang and then the puppies is gone. So it's quite sad for me. I wish I could save them. Actually, yeah, it's quite sad to talk about this.
You, Ms. Balkis, and sorry to hear all that. Thank you so much for your brief explanation, Ms. Balkis. I think an abuse-free country is what we all are looking forward to. So moving on to the next question, Ms. Balkis. What are some of the psychological and emotional impacts of animal abuse on both the animals and the people who witness it?
So the animals like dogs or cats who experience abuse often experience extreme stress and anxiety and fear. These emotions may show like from their behavior problems like aggression or extreme trembling, they're shaking, they're like so angry when people touch them. And long-term abuse can cause chronic kata penyakit yang serious like post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD), which impact the animal's general health and capacity to build bonds of trust with the people. One of our cats, named Mimi, she was abandoned in front of our place, and I think we believe that she have faced traumatic experience before she came here, experience from abuse from her ex-owner, which caused her to become very anxious, very angry, very aggressive when people tried to hold her. Everyone she was very cute actually. If she like like very orang kata ramah, mungkin orang aku suka dia. Tapi dia sangatlah orang kata savage. She's a savage queen here. And yeah, it's quite sad to see them become orang kata psychological and emotional orang kata kena abuse. And also for people who witness orang kata melihat haiwan-haiwan itu dipukul, dianiaya, boleh menyebabkan masalah beberapa serious psychological and emotional impact on the individuals, like we feel helplessness, sadness, anger, and empathy. The disturbing scenes of violence that may lead to symptoms to PTSD, such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, so self-blame, also self-destructive, and many more, so many apa kata kesan, and menyebabkan individu tu mengalami apa kata disturbing thoughts about the scenes. Some may develop a sensitivity to animal suffering for myself, leading to a stronger commitment to untuk menjaga kebajikan haiwan-haiwan tersebut. However, for others, the emotional toll can be overwhelming, leading to a sense of orang kata moral injury and a desire to advocate for change. This is my personal experience since I was childhood. I've witnessed many, betul kata, banyak haiwan dipukul, banyak yang kebanyakannya melibatkan kucing, and also some of them were kicked just because they were asked for some food. Some cats are beaten for damaging their belongings. Honestly, that things it triggered my mental health a lot after witness so many cats being abused. Most of the time, I just kept silent because I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to help them. I felt helpless and scared. But recently, somehow I have like a courage. Saya ada keberanian untuk melindungi orang kata kucing-kucing yang kena pukul, yang dianiaya. I want to stand up for them because they can't speak for themselves, right? And I felt that if I let those irresponsible human anger orang kata, take over them, then I would regret it for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis, and sorry to hear all that. Ms. Balkis, like since you have shared your personal experience and all that, according to your like sharing just now, like in your personal opinion, like why do you think people nowadays are abusing animals?
I think I'm not sure because right now masyarakat sekarang kan terlalu banyak tekanan hidup, I think, and they have so many things to terlalu banyak benda untuk difikirkan hingga mereka mengabaikan haiwan-haiwan, kucing-kucing dan anjing-anjing. Mereka hanya melihat mereka sebagai haiwan saja. But they don't have much empathy. Orang kata kalau tak dapat menyelamatkan, just orang kata jangan ganggu mereka. Kalau mereka minta makanan, just put them away in a proper way, not kick them, beat them. I think there's ada banyak cara untuk orang kata, if you don't like cat, you can orang kata jauhkan diri daripada mereka lah. Just don't orang kata abuse them. It's not ethical. That's my orang kata my opinion for that. Tekanan hidup, yeah.
I think we should give punishment to all the abused people.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. And I do see eye to eye with you. And I also think that this is something that we paid attention to. So, Ms. Balkis, following that, what advice will you give to someone who wants to get involved in fight against animal abuse and become an advocate for animal rights?
So, orang kata jalan untuk melindungi haiwan-haiwan ni sangatlah mencabar. And then, and also, if you go to that path, and I advise you, it's okay to feel overwhelmed because you will face so many, orang kata kes yang menyedihkan kucing itu apa orang kata kena pukul hingga mereka mati. It's okay. Just give yourself a space to take break when necessary, but don't stop. Just rest, but don't stop. Also, spend some time looking after your health and ask your friends or other advocates for your support. I mean, you will face many devastating realities of brutality and abuse, but your kindness, your empathy, and your dedication are hope for those who are unable to speak for themselves. So I advise you to accept the challenges with courage and believe And knowing that every small step that you take to help the animals, help to make the world a bit kinder, more compassion place for animals. So remember that kegigihan, persistence is the key if you want to become an advocate for animal rights. It requires time, your money, your dedication. But for me, it is worth. As I said, that it is important to recognize the emotional stakes and potential for burnout related to working for rights. Rest, but don't stop fighting for animals. Stay dedicated and compassion, and remember that the animals that you represent relies on your voice. Then you are the reason and their hope to make their life become better and have a kinder future. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Balkis. Ms. Balkis, I think you can take a short break. I'm going to ask questions to participants. So, dear participants, how do you think animal abusers should be get punished? How? Since Ms. Balkis shared a lot of things like opinions on what people do to get abuse animals. So what do you guys think about that? So do you think the abuser should get punished, and how? You can unmute your mic, or else you can drop your answer on the chat box. Someone answered agreed. That's right. Yes, strongly agree.
Give them cat food.
Guess to, oh wow, guess to bluster. Give them cat food. Of course. Can I unmute? Yes, of course.
Okay lah, this is my personal opinion. What I think they should be punished is like give them a harsh sentence, because I also heard how our speaker said about like we have our own conscience to think, but animals don't. They only have this thing called nafsu, right? So I think everyone knows this, but if someone still proceeds to abuse them knowing this, I don't think they deserve to be punished something lightly lah. Maybe just give a very very harsh punishment that might serve them for life, and also bar them from having pets at all. So they don't have the rights to have any pets, because it doesn't matter if you're abusing hamster, dog, or a cat. No, it doesn't give you the right to have the pet at all. Because if you abuse, this is like a small thing, you know. Uh, abusing these people like will start to abuse like small things, and then that will lead to human abuse as well. So this is something indirect will lead to a bigger crime lah. So this is my opinion. So we should bar them from just having their pets, and also lead them to a very heavy punishment, which might serve as a black mark in their whole life. That's all for me.
Our PD is so aggressive. Thank you, PD. And back to Ms. Balkis. And dear participant, thank you so much. I think what Ms. Balkis and our dear participant, also our Kirinisha said is very, very agreeable. Thank you, Ms. Balkis, for enlightening us about the rising issues of animal abuse. Moving on, Ms. Balkis, how can university students help create awareness about animal abuse and advocate for animal rights in their communities?
So for those who want to create awareness about animal abuse and be advocate for animal rights in our community, right? To those who aspiring to advocate for animal rights, fight animal abuse, my sincere advice is to start with empathy and education. Start by educating yourself on the specific challenges faced by animals in our local community, in our campus. Maybe you can collaborate with existing animal welfare organizations or start to establish student groups which dedicated to this advocate work. Engage yourself in educational initiative like workshops, seminars, or awareness campaign. There's a lot of that program in Penang that address the specific needs of animals. Also, use your social media like Instagram or TikTok to orang kata menyebarkan your message and connect with the broader audience. And also advocating for animals is for me it requires a lot of patience and is a long-term commitment to create positive change. Kita it's not like a magic. We do that and tiba-tiba semua orang boleh orang kata baik dengan kucing atau anjing. It's not that. It's really mengambil masa yang lama untuk beri kesedaran kepada masyarakat tentang betapa orang kata tak beretikanya untuk memukul, orang kata memijak apa semua, any kind of form of abuse. And also by combining apa orang kata education and also empathy and also community involvement, all students in USM, we can make a meaningful impact in the fight against animal abuse, promoting a culture of compassion and also be responsible care for animals. Yes, that's all.
Yes, Miss Balkis, have you ever conduct any awareness camp on animal abuse, maybe outside or maybe in USM?
Not yet because for me I just started orang kata terlibat dalam advocate for animals right maybe like officially this year. I just started by start volunteering here at Minden 11800. I start to like taking care of the cats. Sometimes if student jumpa anak kucing, tapi kami tak dapat terima anak kucing kan sekarang, kita tak dapat terima apa-apa kucing. I just can help like open the adoption and I can help them by dengan menyediakan sangka. Kita orang ada sediakan sangka. Kami bagi student pinjam untuk beberapa hari while they open for adoption. So it will be easy for them, orang kata memudahkan urusan student-student tu untuk bagi adoption kepada kucing yang mereka jumpa. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, interesting, Miss Balkis. But Miss Balkis, since animal abuse is happening all around the world and all that, personally, what do you how to file a complaint against cat abuse? To whom we should approach and all that?
So for me terutamanya di Penang kan, di Pulau Pinang, for individuals can report the cases of animal abuse by contact the local Department of Veterinary Service or Jabatan Perkhidmatan Veteriner or any relevant city council macam Penang Island City Council MBPP or MB or Seberang Perai City Council at the society and also the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals SPCA or Persatuan Pencegahan Penganiayaan Haiwan and also the Malaysian Animal Welfare Society also provide resources for assistance, for guidance in such cases. They can help you if you want to make a report. So reporting can be done by direct communication, like for example, from hotline or on or animal forms, I think, with these authorities or organizations. So individuals can help keep up with animal welfare guidelines and protect the well-being of animals in Malaysia by quickly reporting cases with the organizations. And
Thank you, Ms.
also, oh, and also an individual can help to prevent animal abuse by starting with promoting awareness and responsible pet ownership in the community. So educate others about the human treatment of animals, and you can encourage the importance of spaying and nurturing pets to control the population. So actually not everyone know the importance of spaying and nurturing because neutering, because it's help to control the population of stray animals. And also you guys can actively report cases of animal abuse to local authorities and support or kata organizations which dedicate to animal welfare. So also my advice is, instead of buying pets, please adopt from shelters, or you can adopt from the animals that you see on the streets, and provide them a proper care, and also discourage the purchase of animals from untrustworthy sources. So by taking these steps, you guys can contribute, even a small step, you can contribute to creating a more human and caring environments for all environment for all animals. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. Ms. Balkis, since you have been talking about the adoption, cat adoption and all that, Ms. Balkis, like, do you let your cats of Minden for like adoption and all that? Like, anyone wants to get a cat from Minden, do you let?
Oh, as for now, we do not open adoption our cats for public or students. Also, there are some people who asking they want to adopt. There's a cat. It's not our cats, but it's stuffed cat. The cat names is Casper. It's a white fluffy cat, and but that one is not our cat. That one is stuffed cat, and that Casper is not open for adoption. So in conclusion, we do not open adoption our cats for students. That's all.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis, and for your sharings and your opinions on the uh, adoption and all that. And once again, thank you so much, Ms. Balkis, for the detailed sharing section just now. Next is the session that everyone's been waiting for. That's right. It's the Q&A session. Shall we proceed, Miss?
Yes, sure. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Miss. Dear participants, you can ask your questions by either unmuting your mic or by typing it in the Padlet platform using the link given in the chat box. So anyone who has any questions to ask to Ms. Balkis, you shall unmute your mic, or else you just drop your questions in your chat box. If you have any questions to ask, you can drop your questions. Dear participant, I only can see a few questions. Please drop your questions. Let us ask whatever you have in your mind, just drop in the platted link so that we can ask Ms. Balkis to answer all the questions. Here we go. We have few questions here, and still participants, if you still have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions in the black Padlet QR slide. Okay, so since there are few interesting questions I can see in the Padlet, so I'm going to just pick a few questions from there. Here we have our first questions, Ms. Balkis. We have one of the participant asking, is it bad to always give milk to cats? They heard it was bad.
For me, I think it's depend on the ingredient of the milk. As I heard from my friends, they said that goat milk is okay for kitten, and there's like a certain amount that you can give for them, or else if you bagi mereka banyak sangat mi susu, risau sangat kalau perut dorang kembung ke apa, boleh menjejaskan kesihatan kucing tu. So you give the proper amount for them. Yes. And for cats, they just can drink like drink, orang kata minum air biasa saja pun dah cukup dah.
I hope. Thank you, Ms. Balkis. I hope those who asked the question, you got your answer. So moving on to the next question, Ms. Balkis. Here we have an interesting question. I want to adopt a cat, but my parents don't allow it. How can I convince my parents about this? This is so cute, the question. So, Ms. Balkis?
First, you can orang kata explain to your parents why you want to adopt the animals, and then also the animals akan jadi bawah tanggungjawab awak kan, yours apa orang kata. So we have to explain your parents why you want to adopt and what's the consequence, and also if there's a problem yang ditimbulkan oleh kucing tu, apa yang awak nak buat. That's all the thing you have to consider, because you share the house with your parents, right? And also if they don't want, you can also give another option, like make a small tiny house outside your house, make the small house for your animals, so they don't have to go inside your house. That also I think a good solution, but that require a lot of money. But at the end, you can ask, orang kata pujuk your parents, right? If not, you have to go out for your house and go out from your house and run your own house. You can orang kata jaga banyak kucing yang awak nak, jaga banyak anjing yang awak nak. Respect your parents.
That is so nice to hear that, Ms. Balkis. Okay, so Ms. Balkis, here we have another question from participants. If my cat tak suka stay at home, and my neighbor also don't like cat, what can I do? Because we don't want to leave them in anywhere. My cat now do some things to hurt themselves. We already took my cat to hospital or clinic, but the situation is still happen. What to do?
Oh God, that's a very serious situation. How? You can try to keep the cat inside some in your house. Find a safe place only for your cat. and also try to orang kata train your cat and train your cat to behave. I know it's a very hard to do, but there's one the way or not. If not, you can open the adoption, I think. But that also requires time because not all people want cats yang orang kata tak duduk rumah, yang selalu keluar, orang kata yang tak behave. Yeah, that's a complicated cases. For me, it's also how to solve.
Thank you, Ms. Balkis. Then we have another question. It is for you, Ms. Balkis. Ms. Balkis, what made you realize that your life's calling was to rescue abused cats?
For me, I'm not sure how to say this. It just come from my heart actually. I just have like for me, I have high empathy. Saya mudah kesian dengan orang kata tak kira lah orang ataupun haiwan yang kena aniaya. I just want to protect them. So it just like orang kata gerak hati untuk menolong mereka. Kalau tidak, saya rasa saya akan menyesal semua hidup saya kalau saya tak protect dia orang. So I just can do that in my own capacity, in my own power to protect them. And I wish that I have more opportunity to to help them. Maybe I want to create orang kata a big house or a place just for all stray cats can have fun and people can come and adopt instead of buying cats from illegal breeders. Yeah, that's one of my goals in my life, and I hope that you guys can, have ambition untuk protect the animals because I think um not everyone orang kata ada high empathy, and even you have like small empathy and you find your friends, the other friends, and you create a group of people who have a shared ambition, we can create a brighter future for our animals, especially stray dogs and cats. Yeah.
That's so interesting of you, Ms. Balkis. And we have another question, Ms. Balkis. Do you know any cat shelters in Penang where I can adopt a pet?
Cat shelter. I think I only know two. There's a Penang Animal Sanctuary and also SPCA Penang. But I've never heard more detail about them actually. But you can send your, if you don't want to, orang kata tak ada capacity nak jaga kucing kucing or anjing, and you then have your orang kata tak dapat nak buka adoption, you can send your pets to them. But I'm not sure if you can adopt from that place. But I think you can Google that. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have much information for that.
It's okay, Ms. Balkis, and thank you for sharing. Ms. Balkis, this is for you. Do you have any special memories with cats from when you were younger?
Special cat when I was younger. There's a one cat. Its name is what's it called? I forgot the cat name because saya jaga kucing lebih kurang 30 ke 40 total. So it's quite a lot. And I have a lot of memories of them. It's hard to choose actually. But the one is that one I don't remember the name, but it's a small kitten. It's a calico cat, I think. I rescued it from in front of my house. I took care of her until I took care of her about a year, and after that, one day she disappeared. Yeah, she just disappeared. I was like, oh, you just disappeared and what? So I have to find a new cat. That's one of my memorable experience. Actually, a lot of my cats, they just like disappear from my house. I don't know why. I think my house is a rumah singgah for them.
Miss Balkis, since you told us like you have 30 to 40 cats with you, like is there any particular cat or like is your favorite, the most favorite cats or like anything like that? Like you always manja dia like that.
There's a one name. Oh, I remember the one, a black white cat named Loki. I named him Loki because I like the Marvel character. He's a very, orang kata, sangat nakal, and every time I want to sleep, he's always sleep beside me, and he's always like giggle my head. And it's not very annoying, but I kind of love it. So I always sleep with my cat, and sometimes I will sleep like 5 cats with me. It's a very comfortable and very, orang kata, healing before I go to sleep.
So Miss Balkis, so you every time when you go for your bed, so you just manja all the 30 to 40 cats like that.
Yes, because I like hear their purring is very comfy. It's like a ASMR, I think. I like to like cuddle with them. It's very fluffy. It's a very fluffy creature. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they like the cats come into your beds?
Yeah. Most of the time they come by themselves. They will be waiting in front of my room, and they will like orang kata cakap my pintu like I want to go inside. I want to sleep with you. But I was like studying inside my room, so like we have to wait. And then after that, I open the door. It's like 2 or 3 cats that are running inside my room. There's like zoomies before we go bed. Yeah, it's a very cute.
That is so nice and cute, Miss Balkis. Miss Balkis, another question here. What food is toxic for cats and dogs? One of the participants asked this question.
Toxic food for cats. I think the first one is chocolate, I think, and also uh raw eggs. Telur mentah or daging mentah. You don't have to get actually you don't have to give that to your cats. Sebab apa orang kata wait, I forgot. Because makanan tu boleh menyebabkan kucing tu muntah, or they have like kembung perut, or any other painful condition. Yang saya ingat adalah yang excessive fat, and there is like also a risk orang kata bahan yang tidak bagus untuk kucing tu. And so the other one is cheese or milk, specific milk like cow milk, because like dairy products, there are kata high list of what can cats not eat, because some cats are lactose intolerant. So if they eat dairy products, it can cause vomiting or diarrhea for them. Also, the other one, as I mentioned, is chocolate, because it can orang kata menyebabkan indigestions or heart problem masa sakit, orang kata sakit otot ataupun kembung perut. That's all.
Thank you so much for your time, Miss Balkis. Your sharing, your experience, your cats, everything is so cute, and you are so experienced person. So thank you so much for your time, and it was great to have you with us today, Miss Balkis. So that's the end of our Q&A session with Miss Balkis Fageha binti Raja. We hope this
Sorry for
sharing
interrupting. Katrina, I have a question for Ms. Balkis.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Good day, Ms. Balkis.
Hi.
Okay. My question to you is, okay, there are two forms of violence in our society, right? Human violence and animal violence. But the weightage towards human violence is more compared to animal violence. Do you think it's fair? If yes, why? If not, why? That's my question, Ms. Balkis. Thank you.
Animal, can you explain the question again?
Yeah, okay. Both humans and animals have the capability to feel pain and suffering exactly the same way, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to animal abuse, it is not um, looked as serious as human abuse, isn't it?
Mm, I
Do you,
think
yeah.
wait. Animal abuse, I think like for cats and dogs, for cats, if you for some people, irresponsible people who like attack the cats and pukul-pukul dia orang, sepak-sepak dia orang, and if you do that to the contoh to human, they can apa orang kata, they can self defense. For the cats, they don't have capacity to attack you. And if they attack you, mungkin dia tak orang kata tak menyebabkan masalah yang serious, because like for some people they will attack them even more and cause the cat to become orang kata jadi lemah, jadi apa orang kata tak berdaya untuk melawan apa orang kata kudrat manusia yang lebih kuat daripada orang. So it's not the same. I hope that answer the question.
All right, Ms. Balkis. Thank you.
Thank you
Uh,
so much.
and I have another question. Okay, why do you think anyone would be cruel to animals?
As I said, uh, it's like orang kata tekanan hidup. I think, yeah, because there's a very quite orang kata stressful life uh, to us lately, and also um stop. Sorry. For me it's like tekanan hidup, and also they do that for fun because like since kid they saw the adults do that on animals, so they think that that's a fun way to have fun, and because the animal can attack them, so it's like is what is so excited, and as they turn into adult they continue to do that because like no one to stop them, to educate them. Yeah, it's just a continuous since they're kids. So it's quite sad actually. Also the maybe lack of education for the kids.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Marquez, for your
Much.
answers. Yeah.
Thank you
So
for
much.
the questions. And thank you once again, Ms. Balkis, for your patience and your sharing. So that's the end of our Q&A section with Ms. Balkis Fakhiah bint Raja. I know everyone is tired by now, but don't leave yet. In honor of today's session, we would like to request you to turn on your video camera for our photography session. You will be given 1 minute to prepare. It would be really nice if you could switch on your camera for our photography session and give us your best smiles as well. Don't be shy. Don't feel shy. Let's take a photo together to keep your memory with us. We would like to request you all to turn on your video camera for a photography session and give your best smiles, everyone. Come on, everyone, turn on your video camera. Let's have a good photo section and give your big smile.
Guys, let's take a photo. So, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
All right, that was a nice shot, everyone. Before we end our talk today, let's have a look at the promo session from the fundraising department of Voice of Animals 4.0.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Hope everyone doing great. I am from a member of fundraising department here to give some fundraising insight of fundraising activities. Before that, I want to know of you all here. If you own a pet, react by tapping the love icon below. Oh wow, that's great. I'm glad to know that a lot of people nowadays are appreciating animals. Okay, without any delay, we go into our activities. As for the first activity, we have planned to do quiz. It's a Quizary crew, which is an animal edition quiz hosted on Quizzes. It's the chance for you guys to challenge yourself and test your knowledge about animals. It's the time where you can get to know more about animals, where you can know about animals and its lifestyles. As for the second activity, we have planned to do a pet photography session. Before that, can you guys share with me what's the type of animals that you own in the chat box? Oh, Khairul own a cat. That's nice. Oh yeah, a lot of people own pets. Got people who own lizard. Oh my god. Oh, that's interesting. Someone got own a ular. Oh wow, that's great. I realized that a lot of people own cat and dogs. Okay, let's get back into our second activity. The second activity is the pet photography contest, named as Hometown Canon Event. It's more to the changes that happen to our lifestyle after we own a pet. Guys, this is our time to show and share the adorable pictures of our pet in social media and can get some love and comment from others. Don't miss this chance because this is the moment you can cherish with your pet. Guys, you know what's the best part in these activities? Yes, both these activities are conducted in online where you no need to worry and you just can join it by in your comfort zone. Most importantly, we have prepared a lot of amazing prizes for the winners. So come and join us and fulfill the day with fun and love. Your contribution and participation is much appreciated because it's more help for us to raise fund and to help the animals. Spread the word, invite your friends. Together we make a real difference for the voiceless. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention and we are looking for you to meet you soon. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you to fundraising department. For further information, do contact us through our social media. Now, finally, we have come to the end of our talk. Once again, if you like to support animal shelter, please donate the QR code shown on the screen and kindly upload the screenshot of your successful transfer through the Google form sent in our chat box. Your contribution is much appreciated. We will wait for a while for any transaction now, and for those who would like to donate later, you can take a picture of the bank details. For those who would like to donate and support animal shelters, you can use the QR code shown, QR link shown in the chat box. Your contribution is much appreciated. Dear participants, do not forget to fill in the attendance form by using the QR code shown on the screen or the link given in the chat box, and do keep in mind that the attendance form will be only open for 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us today, and we would like to see you soon. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Balkis, for being here today. Hello,
Thank you
Ms.
so
Balkis.
much. Hello, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Ms.
much.
Balkis. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity, and good luck for you guys. It's a very good initiative to spread awareness about this, and also good luck for every student, USM students. Good luck with your exam and studies. Wish you all the best and fighting.
Thank you so much, Ms. Balkis, for your words. And good night, Ms. Balkis.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye, Ms. Balkis. Bye.
Bye.
Tak rolling eh.
Tinggal lah.